Welcome to PTI. I'm Ryder, the host. I'm here with my co-host, Ashdin, and my other co-host, Michael Colgan. And today we'll be talking about who we think will make it out of the NFC North. So, first.
I got to go with the Vikings in this one. I think people are really underselling this Vikings team going into next year. I think one of the big talking points that the Vikings wouldn't come out of the NFC North this year is how narrowly they won their games last year. They won some 10 games or something by one score or less, so a lot of stuff could have gone the other way. They won 13 games though last year. I think playing in the late game is a big factor, and I think they're going to continue that. I think look at that they've got Jordan Addison now. I know they got rid of Adam Thielen, but Addison's really good. I think Osborne's really underrated. I think it's really all about the defense though, because I think if that defense can play well, that new secondary, they've revamped that defense totally, and I think if those guys can play well or at least play serviceable, this team can come out of a pretty weak division in the NFC North.
All right, Michael, what are your thoughts?
I got to go with the Bears here. We, in free agency, the heaviest spending team each year has improved greatly in their win ratio. And I think, I don't see any clear favorites for the worst to first other than the Bears right now. And I think that with Justin Fields, year 2 in the system, Luke Getsy, I think he can improve heavily. He gets his wide receiver one he hasn't had his whole career. And then you got improvements on the O-line. Darnell Wright, a tackle. Should see heavy improvement in the protection. He was sacked the most last year. And then on the defense, we still have some struggles with pass rush, but at the linebacker core, 2, in my opinion, top 15 linebackers in T.J. Edwards, Tremaine Edmonds. You have a good secondary, some young guys, Eddie Jackson in the back end with Brisker. I think the Bears can really heavily improve, and they played some pretty close games last year at the end of the season. I think they can start winning those this year.
I think the teams in this division, I think all these offenses are really high-powered. You look at the Lions, the Vikings, and the Bears. But I think, once again, it's going to come down completely on the defenses. And whichever one of those 3 defensive lines or defensive units and overall can play the best, I think that team's going to be able to come out of the division. I think you look at the Bears, you look at Eberflus, his coaching, I do kind of question that. I kind of question how he did in year 1. I don't think his job didn't, he wasn't put in a good situation. But I also think that there's a lot of room for improvement, and I think that the Vikings, Kevin O'Connell, I think they're a good offense.
All right, well, once again, I'm Ryder. It's my co-host, Ashdin. My other co-host, Michael Colgan. Thank you for watching PTI.